Tell me about your Pasandida lady today.
Okay, I've actually never met her in person, but she's a cinematographer to watch out for. And those who worked with her say that she's a hottie, she's a baddie. And what I love is that she's making waves in a pretty male-dominated field. Shreya Dev Dube, welcome to Pasandida Ladies. Sorry, this is my favorite thing to do and this is a very sensitive gun. How are you?
I'm very well, slightly nervous, but I think I'll warm up.
Why are you nervous?
I mean, I just am. Usually I like talking without a camera on me.
Shit, and we've got 4 or 3, wait, how many? 1, 2, 3, 4. You don't seem nervous. I've seen your other interviews, by the way. Yeah, you're quite a confident speaker.
If you say so.
Oh, lovely. I want to tell you that I did a little snooping and I sent a message to someone in particular because I saw you guys hanging out and I was like, you know, I think there's a vibe there. So I sent her a text message. It's someone you worked with. This was my text. Hey, I'm shooting with Shreya Dube for my series Pasandida Ladies. If you had to describe her in a couple of adjectives or sentences, what would you say? This is what she replied. Yummy, beautiful, sensitive, oh God, obsessed with her voice. She's my girl crush. Intelligent, Banjaran, wanderer, talented, honest. I can go on and on and on. Can you guess who this is?
Not at all, actually.
Seriously?
It definitely is not my sister. There's too many compliments for her to give me that. Jahnvi?
Yes!
Yeah. I mean, we love each other.
Yeah, tell me about this. So I saw you guys hanging out at the Hollywood Reporter party, I think sometime earlier this year. And of course, all of us, by the way, for the record, were getting smashed at that party.
Oh God.
Yeah. And then I saw that Jahnvi finished her panel and she got up and straight came and sat next to you. And then a bunch of us had to keep looking at you guys and go like, shh, shh, because you all were making
Yeah, because I was quite tipsy. You know, there were one too many free cocktails at the bar.
Yeah.
And we were the technician table, you know, right in the armpit of the hall, you know, at the back, while all you cool people were in front.
I want to tell you,
so
you all sat there.
Fun,
you all
actually.
sat there on choice, by choice. No one asked you to go there.
But it was fun. We were doing some masti and all behind there. I think the cameras caught us as well by mistake. So that was a...
But tell me about this bond, because this one too, like if I had to send you a text about her, what would you say? If I said like, you know, describe Jahnvi Kapoor
No, I
to me.
absolutely adore her. I mean, she's been a pleasure to shoot and photograph. And I think that she's so bright, so articulate, so intelligent, you know.
Yeah.
And I think sometimes when people are so gorgeous, they underestimate their mind, you know. And she's really that. I mean, she's a very, very incredible girl. And I think we both have learned a lot from each other, you know, while working. And it was also a crazy set and a tough story, you know, Ulajh.
Yeah.
So it was interesting to have one another to be able to bring it to life to some degree, you know, because we didn't really start forming a more casual relationship, you know, till halfway through the schedule. We hardly spoke, you know, until she would come in front of the camera. But there was this mutual respect and we fed off each other's energy. And, you know, it's really a pleasure sometimes when you have like great performers in front of your lens, you know, then you kind of work with that energy throughout, you know.
Watched a few of her interviews, and one of the things she talked about, you know, in her experience with working with you was that it was amazing to be shot by a woman because she felt like she hadn't looked so good on screen before that. Like it was different for her. Did you feel that? Did she come and tell you that at any point?
And I don't think that I can really compare it because, you know, even though sometimes I wish I was a man, I don't know what it is to shoot like a man, you know what I mean?
I get you. Yeah.
So like I don't know the difference per se, but I think that it was primarily kind of photographing her as the character, you know. And I think that there was a conscious choice while Sudhanshu, the director, and I and, you know, the costume and production design, where we were kind of creating this beautiful character to some degree. We were thinking about how not necessarily to overtly sexualize her. So I think that we just kind of work towards the honesty of the character, and I primarily try not to overtly sexualize it till my script requires that too, you know, especially like I don't necessarily would like to objectify men or women for that matter, you know.
No, makes sense. But I was reading that you and your sister are both huge Sridevi fans.
Yeah.
And that was also like, was that at any point a bonding factor also? Did you ever discuss Sridevi films?
No, I didn't, because I don't know why, but we didn't really, but I'm pretty sure I'm not really sure. I mean, I know that sometimes when I was looking through the lens, I would get chills down my spine. You know, especially an extreme like 150 lens where I would see just portions of Jahnvi. You know, I could see her mum, you know, and it was just sometimes these are like really beautiful things to kind of think about, like how, you know, things come full circle. And when we were younger, I suppose, I remember Karishma and I would reenact like Sridevi films, and like, you know, we kind of play around and goof around.
Which is your favorite Sridevi film?
Oh God, so many, yaar. I love so many.
I'm trying to think which is my favorite Sridevi film also at the same time.
Mr. India, I love. I love.
And you worked, I mean, also worked with AK, so yeah.
I mean, it's just too good to be true.
Okay,
The one
so
with
okay,
Kamal
wait, I'm
Hassan.
going to say this, and I don't know if this is
Kamal Hassan is also so good. Which one is that?
Pushpa?
No.
Wow, we are all blanking today.
No. You know the one where she has this little choti like that.
Yeah, and it's a heartbreaking film because at the end, he just like, she goes in the train and
Yeah.
someone Google.
Sadma. Oof, Bhagwan.
Okay, but I have a controversial opinion.
Yeah,
One of
yeah.
my favorite Sridevi films, and actually Sridevi Anil Kapoor films, is a film that bankrupted Bonnie Kapoor almost.
Oh.
Roop Ki Rani Choron Ka Raja. Have you watched it?
Yeah, but I think I have to revisit it.
No, I love it.
Oh, really?
It's so out there, and the costumes and the setting, it's lovely.
No, really, man. You know, I think the simplicity and madness of that time was kind of, you know, incredible.
Tell me about the beginning. Like, शुरुआत कहाँ से हुई? Like, where did you start indulging in, you know, thinking that, okay, I want to be a cinematographer, I want to be a photographer?
You know, I was thinking about that actually before coming here, and I realized
Because I asked her to research.
but I was also thinking about, like, it helped, you know, to be slightly a loner as a kid, and to be in your dream world, you know, and kind of spend a lot of time alone, you know. Then I think your creative brain starts to churn. So it's good that I didn't have many friends while growing up, or wasn't liked too much in boarding school. But otherwise, I think it just kind of maybe, I don't know how it started. I stole my father's camera, and I did a little bit of you could do an exhibition in class 12 in boarding school, you know.
Which boarding school did you go
I
to?
was in Welham.
Oh, you're a Welham girl.
Yeah.
Okay. Welham girls in the comment section. We know you're out there.
Oh. And then I kind of realized through my mom's friend who told me that, you know, maybe I think looking at my work, she said that I'm better at moving image because my images were making sense as a triptych, you know, like in motion, like 3 or 4 of them together.
What does Mama do?
My mom, she chills, man. Someone who's a big force in my life, you know. So I think, but she's like a lady of leisure, you know. She's where everyone in the family comes home to. She's the epicenter of it all. So
your mother's friend told you, another one of mom's friends said, okay, moving images is good.
yeah, and that time, that's how I kind of looked into cinematography. And then I always wanted to study in France for some reason. At one point, I wanted to do, I don't know why, but I thought I wanted to do physical theater and all of that stuff. So I was always gravitating towards France. And then I looked for a film school in Paris. And there was only one at that point which taught in English. And then I applied for a scholarship, got some funds, and then ran away, really, you know. And then got an epic education there, not only from the film industry, but the city and the food and the people and the men and the women, you know. Like,
I love the jugaad.
yeah.
I feel like you thought you wanted to do something, you looked up a school, you found a scholarship, you applied, and you amushed.
Yeah.
And that's lovely because I feel like this is, like, that is the, like, for a cinematographer also, and like you've done so many indie projects as well, right? Like, you need to take scraps, you need to see your setting, and you just need to make the best of what is there. And I feel like this was happening from a very early age with you. Am I right?
Yeah, I think that sadly, even though I can exoticize this and look at it in the positive way, what you're saying, but I wish there was a beautiful framework and an ecosystem for us to be able to find scholarships, find an education, have enough knowledge at that time, you know, in early 2000s. And the world was really big because internet hadn't hit, you know.
Yeah, correct.
So there were not many of us going to study in a foreign world like France and Paris, you know, where the language and the world is fairly complex, you know. But now I'm so grateful that we have something like IWCC, where we have like about 208 members, you know, and there are kids who come to us and girls who have a way of approaching either male or female DOPs, you know, and get some kind of direction, really, you know, what to do, how to do it.
No, you're right, because in early 2000 it wasn't as easy as like phone kholo, Google scholarships in Paris, film school in Paris, and then just run away.
Remember we used to have like
career counselors.
Ah, I forgot about
And the
that.
worst thing was, all your parents will be like, career counselor के पास जाना है.
सही में.
अगर आपको नहीं पता लाइफ में क्या करना है, आपको जाना है career counselor के
And
पास.
those aunties would only give you 2-3 options. If you're
You
not
went to one?
academic, I'm sure they forced us in boarding school and all. Mass communication. मतलब क्या है mass communication?
Creative student मतलब mass communication.
Sorry, गाली नहीं दे सकते ना यहाँ.
अरे दे दो ना, मैं तो fuck 4 बार बोल चुकी हूँ. Don't know why I'm proud of it. I am not, but yeah. नहीं, I feel like with creative students, when they didn't know what to do with us, they'd say something like this only, arts kar lo, arts. So yeah, I'm going to hand you a bunch of pictures. These are still images we have taken from stuff that you've shot. You have to firstly identify the project and then tell me what is the wildest, coolest, nicest memory you have from the set. Okay. So this is the first one. Unfortunately, guys, for those of you who are watching on YouTube, I'm really sorry. ये थोड़ा paper भीग गया मेरे हाथों से. And for those of you listening, please go to the YouTube video and watch. Okay, first one.
Ulajh. And then I have to tell you a fun story of this.
Yeah.
Oh God.
This is Jahnvi in the center.
This is
right?
Jahnvi in the
can't
center. This is in London. It's an incredible location, no?
This is an actual library?
This was an actual library, and there was Winston Churchill's chair on the left, which is a little bit under shadow. But this is exciting because I got to shoot with like a 12mm lens. You know?
Okay,
Sorry
simplify what that means for
It's
a
just
layman
like
like me.
My stories are going to be slightly, maybe not gupshup, but it's a beautiful super wide angle lens.
Okay.
Which wasn't available at that time in India, and we had to kind of source it from England. So it was just really nice to be able to shoot with a super wide lens in a space where the film was about spying and someone's looking at you. So we could find like really odd angles, and it was complicated because like if I'm shooting with such wide angle lenses, then how do you light her, you know? So I had to light the space and then find ways of making it look cinematic.
Next one, and I feel like this was slightly out of character. Like I want to hear stories from this one.
Dhillon.
And that's Baba.
That's Sanju Baba. What a legend.
How did you meet AP?
They found me on the internet, like Instagram.
What?
Yeah. I think that I shot 2 music videos with him, and then the first one was in Haryana, that was supposed to be Punjab. So I think he was looking for something which is rougher in villages, and I think he saw Thar maybe and Bittu, but stills of it. And then Kevin, his manager, approached me, and then we had a little bit of back and forth, and I think I met AP for 2 hours the day before shoot, and then we just went to shoot, and then we made this music video after midnight. And he's so talented, you know, he cuts himself, edits it, directs it, acts in it, of course does the music for it.
Hold on, wait, I didn't know this. So
Yeah.
AP Dhillon has directed this whole video?
He directs it, and all the videos he edits it, at least the ones that he shot with me.
Huh.
He edits it and he directs it and he acts in it, and he has a massive say in it creatively, you know. And he's like, I don't know, 27 or aisa kuch hai, you know.
Yeah, he's in his
20s
late
only.
20s?
With a great set of teeth and very talented.
Is that something you're looking at?
I mean,
Are you observing teeth the first time you meet someone?
I don't know.
Do I have nice teeth?
Yes, I
Oh.
observed them.
Thank God. I was like, okay, my teeth passed the test. She's just being polite, you think, yeah?
No. Yummy teeth.
Hey, I have nice dimples also, okay? They go right next to the teeth. And what about like Salman and Sanjay Dutt? Because I feel like AP is directing them. That's interesting.
Yeah, I think they're all buddies, you know. These like old school gangsters, like these legends, Salman and Sanjay Dutt, they must see a version of themselves in AP Dhillon. So I have a feeling that they're these like really 2 talented people who support this young artist. And I think that's what it was about. So they just kind of got together and made something, and what's his name? Salman Khan was very kind, and
I wanted to know how did he react when he met you on set? Because I feel like he would have had one of those.
I think he said something like, "You're Rita's niece, na?" But I was like, "No, I'm not." But hello, you know, how do you do? It's so exciting to meet you, sir. But he was very kind, on time. You know,
On time is great.
He was also like so concerned, I think, not to be on time, that he came there a couple of hours or the night before and slept there in his very fancy trailer, so he would be on time.
I just want to tell you, Shreya, that is why he was on time.
Yeah. But you know, I like him, yeah, very charming.
Can I tell you my the first time I had an interaction with Salman Khan, what he said to me? So it was for a film that he had done with his brother Sohail Khan, okay? And I don't think he was very interested in doing the interview. I was a journalist. Full interview, we're sitting in Mehboob's studio, and he's more interested in the matchsticks on the floor than in talking to me. Okay? And I remember vaguely at the start of the interview, he was like, "What's your name?" And I said, "Janice." Full interview, Sohail Khan only is talking. And I'm just trying really desperately to get this superstar to talk, not talking. At the end, picks up the matchstick. I say, "Thank you." He's like, "I want to tell you, my first crush in school, her name was Janice."
Oh, wow. That
is the only thing.
Amazing.
That's the only thing I
didn't
got.
tell you this before starting the
Nothing.
episode.
Nothing.
That is so cool.
Full interview, he stared at the floor of Mehboob studio and at matchsticks. At the end, said this and said Tata bye.
Too good.
Dude aadmi.
Amazing, huh?
Yeah. Okay. What about Sanju Baba? Anything? Did he react to you? Did he have any like wise quips?
I mean, he's cool, but I think like after shoot the next day, I met him in a lift because my friend stays in the same building as him, and he had no memory of who I was. I said, "Have a great day, sir."
It's humbling.
Yeah,
no? It's so humbling.
I mean, of course, it's so important to not think too much of yourself.
Well, to be fair, Baba was wearing sunglasses through most of that shoot.
Too funny.
Next one.
Thar. The fun stories of Thar, huh? Anil Kapoor, man.
I feel like
Quite
anyone
amazing.
who meets Anil Kapoor, especially the first time you meet him, you can't forget him after that.
Absolutely. I mean, he's so generous, such a great guy, like so talented, knows everyone's job on set.
Yeah.
And I had a really incredible time working with him and Satish ji. I learned so much from them, They would know what I'm going to see through the lens before I see it. They know their angles. These guys are veterans, yeah.
Did you have one of those like Anil Kapoor monologue moments? When he comes on sets and he hypes himself up.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
AK's here, come on, AK. Beautiful. Like, I'm just like, wow, this
He's
man.
too good. And then you feed off that energy too,
Yeah. It's so, like, and he'll come and tell you also. You're looking
Absolutely.
gorgeous, looking amazing. What job? It's non-stop.
Something to learn from them, huh?
Yeah.
To be able to kind of be so generous with giving appreciation to everybody, Catsticks, my first love. My first film. Black and white.
I love this. I didn't get to see the movie.
I'll send you a link.
Yeah.
It was on Mubi and now it's not, I'm threatening the director to release a torrent.
Ronnie
I said,
Sen.
yeah. I said, koi to dekhe, hamari picture.
Because what I loved is the trailer has this entire portion where they're, I think, in a car and they're moving and it's this very dua-like visual that's coming and going, which I think is supposed to represent how that person is feeling.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's like a point of view.
Yeah.
And I think that's shot on the phone. Just that portion of it. You can hide your mistakes when you're shooting monochromatic stuff, in shadow.
That was shot on a phone?
Yeah, this portion. I mean, it was a low budget film. We shot for 15 days. It was like way under 1 crore. But it was amazing, It was fun because we were all young and hungry and like, it was our first film and none of us really knew what we were doing. So I think that's why we made something so courageous,
One of the things we were talking about last night, and I think we discussed this, I don't really like writing my questions from a gendered POV, but I feel like because you're a cinematographer and we don't have that many women cinematographers, is there a massive difference still in the way female cinematographers and male cinematographers are looked at?
I'm certain there must be for a few people. And a lot of these things happen behind closed doors, And also sometimes if I do come face to face with a misogynist, it's very rare that I can get up and leave. You have to have that conversation and go through it and complete that whole session. But I'm sure, I mean, it's changing. Definitely, I feel that's really nice. Like we are like a few of us, so many of us. And also like women in general, I mean, look at this last couple of years, brown women around the world have taken over, whether it's Payal, Kiran, just recently someone won Best Director in Venice.
Annie Roy.
Yeah, I mean, it's amazing, there's so much. Anasuya who won, Best Actress in Cannes, I mean, it's just incredible. So I think brown girls are,
I get it, but the thing is that your job also, na, Shreya, requires... Yeah, let's clap. I feel like I was forgotten only. But I feel like your work, right? Because it's also such a physical job.
हाँ जी.
Like being a cinematographer, at the end of the day, वो 20 किलो तो आपको कभी ना कभी lift करना ही है.
हाँ.
So I feel like sometimes, is it that from a physicality point of view, people are unsure of whether female cinematographers can do it? Because I remember, and if I'm not wrong, Akash Khurana did a film called Rashmi Rocket.
Yeah.
And I remember the cinematographer
Neha.
on it. She was pregnant throughout.
Yeah.
And when he told me that, I was like, what?
Yeah.
So as a woman, sometimes if it's difficult for me to believe that,
Yeah.
I can only imagine how others must be perceiving it.
No, you're right. I don't think in the history of mankind women have been associated with heavy machinery. So there is definitely these preconceived notions that people have about women doing a job that is considered to be only done by men.
Yeah.
What to say, yaar?
What to say? What to say?
But that doesn't mean that I do not have to work on my body. Like I have to work out a lot. I have to strengthen my core, and
she goes to Rohan Maz's,
yes,
which half of Bandra goes to. Shout out
so does
Rohan.
the producer.
Yeah, so does Lisa. Lisa ka shot dena.
No, he's amazing. He's like fixes my body and like is kind of my therapist sometimes. I love
Rohan
him.
being everyone's therapist. Xavierites represent.
So it's good. You have to take care of your mind and body if you have to do a strenuous job. It's exhausting. It's not like it's not physically taxing. So, whether it's for a boy or a girl, even my DP male friends, they've got injury. It's tough, yeah. It's like you're always on your feet. DOPs never really get a break per se, other than, of course, lunch and dinner and all of that. Because while the rest are chilling, I'm lighting. You know,
correct.
Or, stuff like that. So there's hardly any kind of massive pauses I get through those 12-15 hours of work.
And always the most amount of pressure is on you guys. Like, I mean, even on a set as small as this, I'm constantly telling Ayush, chalna, khatam karna, chalna, shuru karte. So I can only imagine on a big ass set, like you are lighting for like such a big set. Actor wants to go home early.
It's so fun.
Location khatam karna hai jaldi. So fun.
I love it. I love lighting. It's good, It's like I thrive in chaos. I have no problem with it. But it's only on set that our neck is on the line. Then before and after, like directors, post-production, there's like different departments, different kind of get that pressure,
Yeah. This is a question I sent you to prep for it. Shreya, what is the longest you've had to wait on set to take a shot?
I think Mira had put me on the ground where I was in the middle of the stampede, in the dust. So it was quite nerve-wracking, but I was in the filth. I think I ate more dust than anything else, and that was nuts, I think like that. I can't remember,
Do you have a calcium deficiency?
No.
Okay, thank God she got that. I was like, that's going to be such a flop line otherwise. What is something about the film business that no one tells you about before you join? Or before you get into it?
There's so much in the unknown. I'm still figuring it out. But that one thing that nobody tells you about is that you have to learn to enjoy the gaps between jobs, and find a way of utilizing that time, because you can, it can be very like anxiously driven, and you can lose your mind, and but now I'm become better at it the older I'm getting, to enjoy and know that it's going to come through and to trust the process. So you have to utilize those gaps between jobs,
The best compliment you've got from a colleague?
Jahnvi said such nice things about me right now.
She did. She really did. I'll send you a screenshot.
Yeah, so cute.
She's very cute like that.
Otherwise I can't.
I was so surprised, I just randomly, I said, you know what, it's okay, I'll send a text to, and I sent it to a bunch of people, okay, in the interest of transparency. They also sent back responses.
Yeah.
But Jahnvi's was, like, I'm looking at it happening in real time, the bubbles are not stopping. Because it's not one message, it's come like as 10 different messages.
Oh, just imagine.
So I was like, this is feeling very genuine. Like, this is not like curated, manicured, forced. It's just come.
And who says women don't support women? Sahi bola.
Excuse me, you're sitting on a set.
Absolutely.
Where I want to tell you, we only love women here. Okay? That is our number one motto, that we love women. We want to platform women. We want to champion women.
Yeah.
Because you know what? So what if it's another podcast about women? They're never going to be enough.
No, and this is done by you guys, it's a special one.
I love how Shreya's meeting me for the first time and she's like, this
No,
is a
second
special.
time.
Second time I didn't come
yesterday.
in. I didn't, huh?
I butt dialed you yesterday.
She did. She called me for like 2 seconds from the gym.
By mistake.
And I'm just like, wow, she really wants to like get to know me before the shoot.
I did.
Yes. It's a nice face to butt dial though, let's be honest.
Absolutely.
Love it. Little bit of flirting along with conversation. What's not to like? Okay. What is the worst health condition you've had during a shoot? And you still had to shoot?
I didn't know that I had COVID and I was very sick in Pondicherry shooting a commercial with a horrid director. That was like not fun. Who was like screaming at me and all that. Anyway.
So
that
we
was
shall
fun.
not get the commercial's name?
Yeah, of course not.
Of course not. It's very easy to figure out who it is then. What is a film that you get asked about most in your film circles? Like your own colleagues are like, man, I like what you did with that movie. Or with that music video or whatever.
I think Thar.
I feel like that landscape also gave you so much to play with.
And that script was very visual, So it was a dream script for a cinematographer.
Yeah.
But actually the love I get from the Janta, it's Catsticks. And like all the cutie Gen Z's, young kids and boys come out, they're like, Mira, it's so cute actually.
Say that properly. Like what do they come and say?
This only.
I'm so certain I can give it in writing that Shreya gets hit on by like younger, wannabe cinematographers, younger technicians. You just have that vibe.
Yeah? For younger boys?
I didn't say that. I'm just saying I have a feeling you're like, oh, like girl crush hoga to matlab wo hoga type. What's the weirdest request you've had from an actor?
What's the weirdest request I've had from an actor?
Listen, actors have all kinds of prep moments right before they give a shot.
Oh, once Tabu came to me. It was not a weird request, but after a shot and all, she came and she kind of whispered in my ear, she's like, Shreya, ek jhalak dikha do. I died. I was like, of course, ma'am. No problem. I said, playback. Quickly, I kind of got a bit nervous. I was like, she's so close to me and whispered into my ears. I was like, anything for you, ma'am. Whatever you want.
Listen, I feel like there are some women who are evergreen girl crushes.
Oh, God.
And I feel like Tabu is at the top of that list.
Absolutely.
I would do anything to be in a room with Tabu, sharing a drink and just talking all that. I'd be like,
she's something else, yeah.
Yeah, she's something else. She's and no airs, no?
No, just amazing. Like, so good. And I remember we were doing a scene in like a set which was a court room, and there were like hundreds of extras. And I was like walking around set and Mira was there and like Declan was there. And suddenly I noticed that, oh my God, Tabu's right there amongst us, all these extras. But she was just blending in with all of them. No qualms, no fan, nothing, quietly sitting there, I think daydreaming, before the take. But I was like, wow, amazing, when you're so comfortable.
It's such a huge sign of security also, that you don't need 10 people fawning all over you.
And it's not about vanity, it's about the craft. It's really about that and quite amazing.
See, this is what I mean. This is why I'm saying that you are that girl on a set where, they'll like by the end of the schedule, they're like crushing on her.
Oh, but everyone crushes on DPs, I've heard.
Yeah.
So male or female, just because, it's just people don't have time to talk to cinematographers so much. So there is something left which is mysterious. Otherwise, if you talk to us a little bit, all the crush will go.
Nahi, aisa nahi. I've been talking to you for an hour now, yaar. I have a little crush. And I also feel like it's like there's a slight mystery and intimidation, and you just feel like, oh, if I get that person's approval. Also because you're also shooting them, na?
That's true.
I think that's also psychologically it's playing with you. And anytime I've seen a DP on set, they're also surrounded by like a coterie of people. Like, there, so it feels like, oh, they're like a different group. So to be accepted by that group.
I think I should go to sets where there are more DPs. I want to see this from an outsider's perspective.
You won't. I also feel like you're the kind of person who will go to a set and be like, हाँ मैं visit करने आई थी, but मैं मदद करूँ क्या lighting में? मैं जाऊँ क्या बाबू?
I've not touched anything.
That is true. But otherwise you'll go ना बाबू नहीं उसने क्या बोला? Jay said don't light it from there. थोड़ा वहाँ पे ले जाओ.
No, yeah. What you doing? I go in like a steal ideas of what I can do or what I shouldn't do.
It's a good question to ask. Like from your contemporaries, like who are cinematographers who you look up to and also go to for advice? And just like if you're not being able to break down something, is there someone you turn to?
Yeah, so many. I mean, depends on what the problem is at hand, and then I go to the right person for it, you know. But otherwise, it's good. I have like IWCC, which is like a collective of female
Yeah.
cinematographers in India, and so that bunch is constantly buzzing on WhatsApp. You know, whether it's a technical problem or anything, you know, we are always in communication with
I
one
love
another.
that. Are you guys
know.
very protective of the younger ones or the ones who are newer to the business?
There's definitely a lot of communication, and there's access to one another, you know. And then it's not that I hire all the girls, you know. You have to be good at what you do, you know what I mean? You don't hire for gender per se.
Of
you
course.
know? So of course you have to be good at your work and someone who kind of fits in a nice way. But there is always, I mean, anyone can call me, and I think it's very unlikely that I don't pick up.
What are your professional deal breakers? Like what are the terms and conditions you have for yourself and for the team that you work with?
I think that same thing, you know. I don't really like mean people, and you know, all of that. It's hectic, you know, like people who are screaming and loud and rude for no reason, and then pretending to know their job but don't really know it, and then gaslight you. You know, there's a lot of rubbish and a lot of people who somehow have been hired and are not necessarily very experienced, you know.
Yeah.
And I think it's important to be able to quietly figure that out and then find a nice way of distancing yourself from it, or only kind of communicating and associating with them to you know, a certain degree and not more, you know.
Have you said no to projects when you've not liked either the producer or the director and you didn't feel like you would get along with them over a long schedule?
Not because of them per se, but I think it's the chemistry, you know. I think it's so important because these things are like marriages, you know. Like you have to spend a year, 6 months together, you know. You can be very different people, but there's a beautiful possibility of making great stuff together, you know. And I think that is true. So you have to be able to sit with them in silence and have this great, you know, unspoken communication. And sometimes you don't have it, you know, not because of them, but maybe because of you. So that combination, you have to figure that out in the beginning. And you have to be very brave about it. And sometimes I've said yes to things and I've regretted it later, and it's exhausting, you know, going to work and not enjoying it. So why to do it?
Correct. No, and that just takes such a toll on your mental health
Yeah.
also.
Not worth it.
Unnecessary. What about money? Money deal breaker? Has money been a deal breaker?
I'm sure. Yeah.
Anytime I say money, I want to ask you, do you think this is a woman thing? Because I feel like, and this is just my take on it, I feel like we struggle a little bit with talking about money.
Of course. I mean, I do. I'm getting better at it.
I don't know a single one of my female friends, maybe Lisa.
Yeah, she's a producer.
Maybe Lisa who's good at it.
Yeah.
But I feel like I am just so awkward. Ahs, oohs, ees, everything will come out. And that's why we then turn to agents.
Yeah, for sure.
Because we're like, तुम जाके पैसे के बारे में बात करो, मुझे नहीं बात करनी.
And also my friends are saying, Shreya, it's not cute anymore. You don't know about money. Get your shit together. Figure it out. Figure out your stocks. Figure out how you save money. You know, you can't, like, I'm almost like, you know, in my late 30s, I have to get my shit together, you know.
Yeah.
So now I'm trying very hard.
Okay, yeah, we're all trying very hard. Yeah, someone give us lessons on how to just.
Man.
I feel like there's a group on my WhatsApp chat. It's called Nosy Aunties,
Yeah.
and now we have
Wow,
this.
what a title.
Love it, right? And I'm not joking. Between the 6 or 7 of us, there is no tea that we don't know.
Yeah.
At least a little bit of. That's confirmed.
Yeah.
But I think the other lovely thing that we've started to do for each other is that whenever any one of us has a big negotiation now, we'll all be like amping each other up.
Yeah.
Being like, no, listen, this is your this number, this is your walk away number, and this is your fuck you number.
Yeah.
So like these are things that we're telling each other right before we get on a call, so that there's a little bit of like encouragement, and you feel like, okay, you know, my sisters are there with me.
True.
Sambhal lenge.
Like sometimes I watch an episode of Succession
Oh!
before I have to like get into some hectic stuff that I have to help my dad with or something. You know, I have the money talks. I'm like, let's just.
Does
get
your
into
dad help
that.
you with your money stuff?
I mean, initially yes.
Huh.
You know, when I had no clue what I was doing.
Now also?
Now I don't. I just use his accountant.
Oh. So you watch an episode of Succession.
Sometimes, yeah.
Who are you watching in Succession then?
I mean, I just put on something randomly. What a great show, huh?
What a great show. What a great show.
Yeah.
I feel like one of the most perfect 3 seasons or 4 seasons.
I'm not sure. Like, I watch it like in one whole go.
I mean, there's not a second of that show where you're not feeling anxious
Yeah.
about what's going to happen next.
Yeah.
If you haven't watched Succession, it is on, I'm quite certain it's on Jio
HBO.
Hotstar.
Yeah.
It's on Jio Hotstar. It's got the entire HBO library.
Yeah.
But yeah, Shreya, so you need to watch Succession before you talk about money. That's great. It's an interesting tip. Maybe guys try it. Watch Succession, get all amped up and be like, no, I want that money and that's what you're going to pay.
Know your worth.
Know your worth. Okay, I'm going to end this episode by asking you, I don't know if you're a manifestation girl. Do you believe in all that stuff? Manifestation?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I think I'm a little bit of a witch. I like that.
I love that. I love that. I love women openly saying, I'm a witch. I'm a witch. I love it. At my birthday, and Lisa was there, I was literally talking about coven of witches and how I'm like, it's not coven of witches. We are all witches. Coven of women.
Sahi bola.
Yeah. You put up an Instagram post that she's going to make a face about now on, I think, 11th of August, saying that need blessings and this year has to work out and this year has to be full of, things. What are you manifesting for yourself?
I don't know. I have no clue. But I definitely want to shoot my sister's film soon. I want great scripts.
Okay, guys, let's manifest together. Come on, say
Yeah.
it nicely like a manifestation person.
I want to do fun work, yeah. That's what I want, that would be nice.
Could you repeat your
I
manifestation?
can't do it. I'm feeling shy.
Why?
I can't do it in public. This is like very private things, like when you're alone, and I shouldn't have put up that post on Instagram.
You're just like, why the fuck did I put up that? Okay, so your manifestation is that you want to shoot your sister's film this year?
Not this year, impossible this year. But I just definitely would love my hands on some great pieces of work that I can visually tell. I would love to do some more work, and I want my grandma to be healthy,
We will all manifest it for you. Shreya, before I let you go, my last segment is called Pasandida segment. Okay, I'm going to ask you what are your favorites, and let's go. What is your Pasandida gali? Love it. Pakka beep hoga. What is your Pasandida period food?
Anchovies, burgers. I love them.
How bougie are you, bro? What the
Burger?
fuck? Who wants anchovies?
Babe, they're so good. It's like beauty.
This is your
secret.
French part of you.
No, you get them in Goa, khar danda. You just have to marinate them. Yeah.
No one is getting anchovies as their period food.
I mean, you get sardines type, like chotte machli. I'm a Bengali. I mean, kind of.
I got it, but like, ugh, no. And the other one is burgers.
I love
that sounds
a
slightly
good
more
fatty
relatable.
burger, yeah.
If you're eating anchovies as period food, could you please show yourself in the comment section? We'll introduce you to Shreya. Okay, what is your Pasandita activity to decompress?
Watching movies and all, and having a drink with my dosts.
Okay. What is a Pasandita dish you like to cook for those you love?
I like making, my favorite one is a raw mango pork curry. So good. Love it. It's like a Burmese recipe, then you mix it up with different things. I like making roasts and things in the oven, and
You cook properly.
I cook a lot. That's a massive
Where
way
you
for me.
learn to cook if you went to boarding school and all?
But then I went to study abroad and got sick of eating Firangi khana na. So I learned all this paneer bhurji, bangan bharta on YouTube and all.
Paneer
Then
bhurji.
I figured it out. It's great. I love it. It's like really nice. I can multitask, So before I go on set, a massive feature, I prep by cooking,
Is it
Multitasking.
therapeutic?
It's so good.
Like it's
so
like therapy.
much fun, and then it's therapy, and it's like if I wasn't a DP, I would definitely be in the food business for sure.
Great, yeah. You can invite
Since
me for
AI is
dinner.
coming and all, maybe I start doing that.
Who is your Pasandita female character of all time? Literary, film or otherwise?
Amrita Shergill,
Nice.
my first love.
Who is your Pasandita lady in today's day and age?
So many,
You come down to your top 3.
Mira, my mother.
My mother features on everyone's list.
Yeah,
I love
what
it.
to do?
Mamas,
Yeah.
mamas are special.
Yeah.
Okay, so what is a question you'd like to ask Mira Nair?
When are we making the next film?
You know, if we have Mira Nair on the show, we will ask her this question. Is there anything else that's popping into your head? Give me a question you really think I can ask Mira Nair, like about anything that you're curious about.
I think you should ask her about her son, who's like, you know, incredible.
What a dude!
And about her incredible partner, and you know, just this beautiful family they have, and you know, good people should make children. I mean, they are the pure example of that. You know, Zoran is absolutely amazing.
What a fabulous question, because
Yeah.
110% if we ever, I'm manifesting it, if we ever have Mira Nair,
Yeah, for sure. She'll be happy to be here, I'm sure.
yeah. But Shreya Dev Dube, with that, we have come to the end of I don't even...
Season on, how does it work?
And now you want to kiss me also. Thank you. All right, guys, that's a wrap for Shreya. Did you have fun?
Yes, absolutely. Thank you so much.
Are you saying that because you're still on camera?
Not at all. I swear. I've had 2 cups of coffee. Yeah, that's why I said pani dal do bhaiya.
You like my set here at Studio Ash Next? Okay, jokes apart, thank you guys for watching. This was another episode of Pasandida Ladies. If you're listening to us on Apple, Spotify, or any other audio app, please make sure you check out the YouTube video as well. And like, share, and subscribe. See you guys next time.